This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the president and CEO of Alianza Minerals, Mr. Jason Weber. Jason, how are you this morning?
Very well, thanks, Gerardo. Nice to talk to you.
It's good to have you back on. You had some news. Let me read the headline and then I'll let you provide the context. The headline reads, Alianza Minerals increases size of gold in soils anomaly to over 3 kilometers at the Twin Canyon project in Colorado here in the U.S. Gold values 0.52 to 6.28 grams per ton from underground grab samples and drill program permitting underway. Provide some color for us if you'd be so kind, Jason.
Yeah, the news release is really just a wrap up of the work we got done through the fall at Twin Canyon, and it was really a kind of a combination of some surface work, and then we really wanted to get a better understanding of what might be controlling mineralization underground. And this all sets up for targeting for a drill program that we would, if we were to find a partner, we could do hopefully later this year. So it really all sort of funneled into this idea that let's start to put some drill plans together, and to do that, we had to understand a little bit of what might be happening in the underground. So we went into the Charlene mine and took a fairly detailed look at some of the ways that mineralization was occurring. And I hate to call them veins. They are kind of veins, but they're really just these resistant shears in the sandstone that contain bitumen. They're just a little harder than the surrounding rock, and they have more bitumen, say, than the surrounding rock, and we found that these northeasterly striking sets of these bitumen veins were more mineralized or better mineralized than some of the other orientations. So that was good. That helps us now when we orient a drill hole from surface. We know we want to cut those veins as orthogonally as possible. So we're going to set up, at a right angle to those, and that'll help determine our drill direction. And when you consider that with the work that we've done, we've expanded the strike length of the soil geochem anomaly, really just testing along the exposures of where we see the Junction Creek sandstone, which is the prospective host unit. You need something to orient you in that 3,000 meters of, okay, we know near the Charlene mine there's gold mineralization. But what's the best way to cut it? So we've got a much better feel for that now, and that sort of helps us set up now. We're permitting the next program, which we're in the process of doing right now.
Excellent. And I imagine that you're in the process of planning exploration at multiple projects, given the recent exploration success, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So, with the success at Haldane, particularly at our West Fault target, that's where we'll spend not only the majority of Alianza's exploration expenditures this year, but we'll target West Fault in particular in quite detail. We'll probably spend 80% of the budget for Haldane at West Fault, somewhere in that 80% range, 75-80%. Outside of that, these other projects that we really like Twin Canyon, we'll be seeking a partner to move those forward. So we've been getting the word out and talking to various groups who may be interested in taking the project on and advancing it. And to be honest, that was the plan at Twin Canyon all along, was to bring somebody in, with Haldane being the focus for our exploration efforts, funded from Alianza's treasury.
How's the treasury looking, Jason?
Just under 2 million in the treasury right now. That will at least $1 million of that will go to the drilling at Haldane, which we hope to start up late April. We've got a drill contract set for that. So now it's just the logistics of getting camp in and people up there and a drill on site. So that'll take us into late April if the weather allows us to get in there that early.
Well, I'm excited. Full disclosure, I've purchased shares in the market recently, quite a few, holding through the drill program. Obviously, I think that you're going to have continued success there, or I obviously would not have bought the shares, right? Anything else you'd like to add to that, Jason?
Well, I just think when we look at what else we've got on the go, I think it's going to be not just Twin Canyon and Haldane that can generate news for us this year. We've been working on maybe a topic for another discussion another day, is a copper generative program that we hope to have some news on in the midterm, and then with Coeur being active at our Tim project in the southern Yukon, that'll get going with a SkyTemp survey this spring. It's going to be a busy year for us. We're really looking forward to getting out in the field and getting work done on all these projects, but also seeing the results generated from them. And hopefully they'll be exciting, and our investors will see that throughout the year.
A lot to like for a company with a market cap sub 14 million Canadian. A lot of shots on goal there.
Yes. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Absolutely.
Jason, thank you so much for your time as always. Looking forward to having you back on soon.
Thanks again, Gerardo.
Appreciate it. Stay safe out there.